Good morning students and welcome back to the class. Today I will teach you Unit 17, that is India Unlimited. Unlimited means number of things are there in India which you have to know about it. So today's topic is Unforgettable Indians. So here in this book only 8 names are given, but only 8 people are not there. Number of persons are there. Let me show you the pictures. This one is APJ Abdul Kalam. Another personality is Bhagat Singh. Another personality is Rabindranath Tagore. Let me show you some more. Swami Vivekanand. And last one is Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan. So these are the unforgettable Indians. They have done good deeds for the country. Now let me start with some other personalities which is given in your chapter, that is Subhash Chandra Bose. Number one is he spoke on in Hinduism and Indian philosophy at the Parliament of Religions at Chicago in 1895. That personality was Swami Vivekanand. You know his another name was Narendra Nath. Narendra Nath Datta was the another name of the Swami Vivekanand. Second one is she was the daughter of the great king Ashoka. Her father sent her and her brother Mahinder to Sri Lanka to spread the teaching of the Lord Buddha. That was Sanghamitra. Third, her real name was Merun Nisha. She helped her husband in running the empire well and often sat alongside him on the throne. Along with him she appeared on the coins and official seals, and her name was Noor Jahan. Number 4 is the great Indian leader who escaped from the jail and went abroad to organize the military force to fight the British in India. You must be knowing that personality, Subhash Chandra Bose. Next, he founded the Swatantrata Party. He served as the governor of West Bengal. He was C. Rajagopalachari. Number 6 is he was one of the pioneers of the Indian national movement and also known as the moderates during the independence movement in India, Gopal Krishna Gokhale. Another personality, he was the first Indian who sacrificed his life by going on to the protest against the mistreatment given to Indian freedom fighters in British jail. That personality was Jatin Das. And last personality is eminent freedom fighter, firm supporter of the Gandhiji and non-violence. And even he was the first chief minister of Assam. He was Gopinath Bordoi. Now next topic is pilgrimage centers. What do you mean by pilgrimage centers? Pilgrimage centers means pilgrimage is a long journey to some sacred place as an act of religious devotion, and there are number of pilgrimage centers in India. Let me tell you. Golden Temple, all of you are familiar with this. Next one is Vaishno Devi, it is in Jammu, and Shirdi of Sai Baba, it is in Maharashtra. Let me show you the pictures of some of these pilgrimage centers. Golden Temple, which is in Amritsar. Next one is Hajj. It is in Makkah, Medina, where the Muslims go. And this is the holy place where the Hindus go in Varanasi. Now let me explain you a little about it. Some other pilgrimage centers are here. Number one, already I told you, Golden Temple. Another name is Harmandir Sahib. It is beautiful structure built in the center of the lake in Amritsar city, and it is the most popular Sikh Gurdwara in the country. And its upper part, half, is made in gold. Second is dedicated to the goddess Lakshmi. This temple is very popular Hindu pilgrim destination, and it is which? It is Vaishno Devi. You must have gone over there. Next is, it is on the longest river of India. It is also the most popular and sacred river of the country. Hindus believe that taking a dip in the river washes away all their sins. That is Ganga. Next is, this South Indian temple is dedicated to form a Lord Vishnu, and people go here to worship the presiding deity Lord Shri Venkateshwara, and this is Tirupati Balaji. Next place is, it is a popular cave temple dedicated to Lord Shiva. It is very important pilgrim place for the Hindus. It is believed to be about 5,000 years old, and it is Amarnath. Next one is, it is very popular place for the Muslim pilgrims both in the country and abroad. That is Ajmer Sharif. It is in Rajasthan. Last one is, this popular pilgrim place was home of the Sai Baba, a great spiritual teacher of the 19th century. Sai Baba preached tolerance toward the religions and gave the message of universal brotherhood. That place is Shirdi. So here I want to say that you should respect all the religions. My next topic in this unit is the great Mughals. You must have read in the history also about the Mughals. Let me show you some pictures. This is the picture of Jahangir. This is the picture of Shah Jahan. And this is the picture of Aurangzeb and his brother Dara Shikoh. So these are the great Mughals. Now let me explain you about them. The Mughal Empire was founded by the Babur. It was founded by the Babur. In which year you know? In 1526. So under this there are 6 emperors. How many emperors? 6 emperors. Number 1 is Babur, and let me tell you about he was first of the great Mughals. He invaded and conquered India in 1526. And he was enthusiastic hunter and lover of gardens. Babur was a lover of gardens. Second personality is, he was the eldest of the Babur's sons, and he ascended the throne. He sat on the throne at Agra on 30th December 1530 at the age of 23 only. He was Humayun. Next one is, he was the greatest of the Mughal emperors. He was born in exile and ascended the throne at the age of only 13. He was Akbar. You are watching some serials on the TV, and many good serials are also coming which give the knowledge about the history. So you should also watch so that you should get knowledge about these Mughals. Next one is he was the fourth great Mughal to rule India. He was born on 9 September 1569 at Fatehpur Sikri, and he married a young widow of the Mughal officer who soon became his favorite queen. That was Jahangir. Next one is he inherited a nearly bankrupt empire from his father. Bankrupt means totally he was having nothing, no property, not any single money. And he was Shah Jahan. And last one is the last great Mughal ruler was the intolerant religious zealot. Why? Because he forbade the music and put a stop to the Mughal painting. He destroyed all the temples, reintroduced the public execution. He was Aurangzeb. He was Aurangzeb. So these are the 6 great Mughal emperors. Now before I leave, I want to assign you the homework. See, we have done unit 17, 3 topics we have covered. One, we have covered unforgettable Indians. Second, pilgrimage centers and great Mughals. Answers of these 3 topics are given at the back of this book, page wise. So you can write down the answers from there. But what you have to do? You have to be very careful regarding the spellings because some difficult words are there. So you have to write those words in your rough notebook and you have to learn it again and again until you remember it by heart. Thanks.